Welcome, JT. How you've been today?
Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm happy you're here today. And JT, you've sat in so many rooms, you've scaled businesses, you've mentored people from chaos to clarity, even helped me in so many ways. So today I want to go deep on things that create changes and give real action steps to for the listeners. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Sure.
Good. So, as you know, I have businesses, I've sold businesses. And one of the things people ask me often, and I wanted to ask it to you today, is what are the things people or business owners need to look at when, let's say, they want to keep growing their businesses, they want to be open to new opportunities and new connections?
Well, first of all, there's two ways, right? People can put a lot of time and effort trying to find out what they need to look at and figure it out, or they can go people like you and saying, okay, here's my business. What do you see that I don't see? I started an AI company that's kind of because my assistant quit and people suck, right? Like they always let, as entrepreneurs know that. So I created basically an AI company that duplicated 100 of me, which I didn't think was possible. And it's
Mhm.
the best thing I ever did. But I probably put almost 90 hours of research in 2.5 months. Well, most people won't put 90 on top
Yeah.
of running over 70 companies and brands, on top of traveling the world twice, on top of writing a global best-selling book, Businesses War, right? On top of doing mergers and acquisitions. So, and disrupting that model too. So, I think most of the people is they don't know their numbers. That's the most important thing. They say the word around, about, and around, and approximately. If you don't know your numbers, you can't scale.
Yeah.
They're working in the business, not on the business. And also, too, I think they keep doing the same thing over and over. They're not looking at the business and say, how can I make this better? How can I make this faster? How can I make this efficient?
I love it because one of the things I've really been working on is numbers because that was something I needed to do for to scale. So I have the connection. I've been working with the people and seeing what exactly are the angles I'm not seeing or people are not seeing too. And the AI is something business owners are kind of scared to use. And I'm partnered now with the AI Entrepreneur Alliance, which are people who want to help business owners with using the artificial intelligence in their businesses too. So that's something great that you brought up and that you're using now with your business too. And what would you say regarding that, about growing the business? So some people have a business, have the company, have the team, have clients, loyal clients, new clients, and the money entering, but they actually, aren't scaling. What would be something they would need to just stay out of the stock and just start scaling their business? What
Well,
would
I think any business that's based on referrals is not a business.
Mhm.
So people literally have to take a look at their business and say, like, can I, if I spend $1, how do I get five, right? And referrals means you're good at what you do, but marketing. And I think a lot of people have either hired marketing agencies that didn't work and now they tried once or and it didn't work out, they lost money, or they tried themselves, they lost money. Marketing is not a science, there's an art form to it. And
Mhm.
it only becomes a science once it works. But you may have to spend, 10, 15, 25,000 before it even works testing. And then after that, incrementally it explodes, which unfortunately, a lot of entrepreneurs will quit on there, so they just stay small. And I think that's fundamentally the biggest problem I see.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the kind of clarity of you're marketing something that is not really what you want to market. So they're kind of just doing marketing without knowing exactly where they're going with that. And so that's why we step into the branding or any other kind of angles we can see over that. And what would be one thing that you think that holds them back? Is it kind of the mindset? Is
I
it
I think it's fear of losing, fear of mistakes, fear what other people think, complacency, not looking at where their business is going to go from the start, just kind of like hoping that as they go, they will make it.
Hmm. And one of the, you said about referring it, that's interesting because I work with a lot of kind of coaches or people in the service industries, and one-on-one would be one of the things too, I think, that would stop them to scale because you kind of have a limiting time and then you can just do one-on-one or be based on referrals. So that would be kind of two things. And if we talk about the business industries that are current, what would be, let's say, your top five business industries you would tell people to go deep into, to invest with others or to start in it, or?
First of all, AI, but I don't know about like investing. I think more learning about how we can duplicate. I mean, that's one of the companies we've just started. I love the M7A model, which I invented the M&A space within what I'm doing because, right now real estate hasn't been that great anywhere from Montreal to Canada to the United States. It's kind of very flat and probably will be flat in the next couple of years because there's been so much appreciation and it's been locked up. So I expect another 2, maybe 3 years of real estate, but who knows as well. Cryptocurrency still remains risky, obviously,
Yeah.
for a lot of people. And like I said, people should just invest, 3 to 5% if they're going to do something like that and diversify. But I think that's kind of one of the things I think people need to be very careful in anything they do. But also too, I mean, the greatest asset for most people is investing themselves and their own business.
Yes. And that's something someone, most of them is like, I know I'm good. I know I have the right mindset. I know I have the good, I'm a leader and everything, but they kind of just put that away and just fucking other things and instead of investing in themselves too. And let's say you would start over and you have no money or you have debts and you want to start over, what would you do? Or maybe the other place you have 5,000, let's say you want to create traction fast. So where would you go for for first 7 days?
Well, first of all, I did a podcast. I think it's episode 136. If people search JT Foxx podcast, if I started with money and then without money, and I said without money, and people can listen to the longer explanation of it, is, I would basically sell and, sell a product and sell a service to bring as much money in as possible. Because how I made my first million in real estate at 24 wouldn't really work today because of the timing changes and the market and the pricing is this as well. I think 5,000, I think I just hold on to that 5,000 and anyone can work their way to 100,000 in the bank. Like the work ethic eliminates fear. There's no like, I'm going to spend 5,000 and it's going to create millions. I mean, it's not going to happen, right? Or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So basically you keep it and you basically go on survival mode and you just outwork everybody. And that's what I did. And that's what worked out because I started with $974, went down to negative 34,000. That's really how I did it.
I love it. I love it. And you have success. We've talked about it. Like you have the mega events that are awesome, by the way, too. And you have your clients, you have your team. What's next for you, for your businesses? Where let's say JT Foxx see
I
himself?
mean, if you'd asked me, I came up with the book, which was #1 all over the world.
Yeah.
Um, People are calling it Business is War. I never thought that would blow up. I knew it was really good. I didn't know that I would revolutionize the M&A model with the M7A model, where I partner with people. All they got to do is introduce me. I never thought I'd start an AI company. That's the last 3 days. So I think now I'm just gonna just keep the M&A model, MCA, and then
Yeah.
keep the AI, and I still have all my other brands and companies. So that's a lot to come up with. Yeah, and maybe that's me. I should just focus on one thing, but just
No,
80.
but it's good because it's you. And one of the things you've always said is, you implement fast your ideas and just create new ideas, and something that I've been doing the more now. And that's so good that you've been doing that. So JT, you've dropped insights that most people pay thousands to hear, and I wanted to thank you for that today. And
I'm honored to be on your show and everything that you've done, and you're amazing, and people should definitely seek you out. And I'm glad to have been on. I get invited a lot of these things. I say no 99% of the time, but for you, I always say yes.
thank you so much. Thank you for the video you sent to me last time too. And let's say for everyone listening today, if they were to take just one bold action based on this conversation, what should it be?
Reach out to you.
Thank you so much, JT. So guys, you've been handed the playbook. Now it's your move. And thank you for your time and your powerful moment, JT.
Thank you.